Hydrocarbon alkanes. The term hydrocarbon is self-explanatory, which means compounds of carbon and hydrogen only. Hydrocarbons play a key role in our daily life. You must be familiar with the term LPG, CNG, LNG. These are terms used in fuels. LPG is the abbreviated form of liquefied petroleum gas, whereas CNG stands for compressed natural gas. Another term, LNG, stands for liquefied natural gas. This is also a fuel and is obtained by liquefaction of natural gas. Petrol, diesel, and kerosene are obtained by the fractional distillation of petroleum found under the Earth's crust. Hydrocarbons are of different types, depending upon the type of carbon-carbon bonds present. They can be classified into three main categories: saturated, unsaturated, and aromatic hydrocarbons. Alkanes are saturated open-chain hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon single bonds. They are inert under normal conditions, as they do not react with acids, bases, and other reagents. Hence, they were earlier known as paraffins. Paraffins, meaning in Latin parum, means little, and affinis means affinity, little affinity. The physical properties of alkanes is such that they are almost nonpolar molecules because of the covalent nature of the carbon-carbon and carbon-hydrogen bonds, due to the very little difference of electronegativity between carbon and hydrogen atoms. They possess weak van der Waals forces. Due to the weak forces, the first few members from one carbon to 4 carbons are gases, from 5 carbons to 17 carbons are liquids, and those containing 18 carbon or more are solid at 298 degrees Kelvin. They are colorless and odorless. Alkanes, on heating in the presence of air or oxygen, are completely oxidized to carbon dioxide and water with the evolution of large amount of heat. Due to the evolution of large amount of heat during combustion, alkanes are used as fuels. During incomplete combustion of alkanes with insufficient amount of air or oxygen, carbon black is formed, which is used in the manufacture of ink, printer ink, black pigment, and as filters. Another reaction is substitution. When one or more hydrogen atoms of alkanes are replaced by halogen, nitro group, and sulfonic acid group. Halogenation takes place either at high temperature, 573 to 773 degrees Kelvin, or in the presence of diffused sunlight or ultraviolet light. Lower alkanes do not undergo nitration and sulfonation reactions. These reactions, in which hydrogen atoms of alkanes are substituted, are known as substitution reaction. So what we have in this slide is substitution by a halogen, particularly chlorine, where you are forming chlorinated or halogenated hydrocarbon. So first, hydrogen, when it is replaced by chlorine, you form um, a chloromethane or a singly substituted hydrocarbon. Then eventually, as the reaction progresses, dumadami yung chlorine until finally you have a carbon tetrachloromethane, or another name for this is carbon tetrachloride.